The United Republic of Tanzania is an East Africa country bordering the Indian Ocean. Its neighbors are Kenya and Uganda, but to the north are Rwanda, Burundi, and Democratic Republic of Congo, but to the west and Zambia are Malawi and Mozambique. To the south, the country includes the island of Zanzibar. But when you visit Tanzania, there are best places and amazing which you must be right to visit them. The best places to visit in Tanzania is the largest country in East Africa. Tanzania has a lot of offers to visit and visitors. It is the best known for its expansive areas of wilderness as amazing wildlife, making it the ideal place to go on a safari. Some spots like Mount Kilimanjaro and Serengeti National Park are world famous. However, some of the lesser known as destinations including conservation areas, lakes and mountains and certain still worth a visit. Here's how we look at the best places to visit in Tanzania. Number 10. Mount Meru. The tallest peak in Tanzania, Mount Kilimanjaro, gets plenty of attention, but very few people even recognize the second tallest mount in the country, Mount Meru, in the north of part of Tanzania, close to the Kenyan borders. You will find Mount Meru. At the part of Arusha National Park, it is an area teeming with wildlife. If climbing Mount Kilimanjaro it proves too challenging, then trekking up Mount Meru can be an alternative. It will still be a serious challenge, but it is an incredible experience. You will hike along craters and be treated to breathtaking views from the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Number 9. Mikumi National Park. Mikumi National Park is a part of the so-called Southern Circuit, a collection of famed attractions in the southern part of Tanzania. Most of the park features flat grassland, which makes it easy to spot approaching animals in the distance. This is primarily a safari destination, and you will need to be in an approved vehicle in order to explore the park. One of the most interesting animals you will spot at Mikumi National Park is the midgate elephant, which have very thin and short tusks. This makes them less desirable to poachers, and there is some of debatable over whether their small tusks are an evolutionary advantage. Number 8. Lake Natron. Lake Natron is one of the most incredible attractions in the world because of its high pH levels, chemical makeup, and heavy evaporation. The waters of Lake Natron looks dark and red in color, since it is made up of very saline water, and the water temperature is hot. There are not a lot of animals in around of Lake Natron. When birds accidentally crash on or land in the lake, they can die and their corpse curves rather than decompose. But one of the species actually makes lives among all the dead. Number 7. Arusha National Park. If you're planning a visit to Mount Meru, don't miss to park where it is located in Arusha National Park. Although the mount is certainly a major attraction, there are a lot of more to see and explore in the park. While many of national parks in Tanzania are real only for safaris, but Arusha is a prime spot for outdoors recreation. You can go hiking or climbing, and you can even set on a canoe trip to explore the scenery with a very new perspective. If you want to combine exercise and wildlife, Arusha National Park is one of the best places to go on a walking safari. Number 6. Lake Manyara National Park. When many people picture the National Park of Tanzania, they think of vast savannas. However, the Lake Manyara National Park offers a very different picture altogether. As the name suggests, the lake itself, it is a highlight. Lake Manyara makes up of more than 1/3 of the park, although it fractures in size during the dry season because it is a major source of water. The lake is a prime spot of watching animals during the dry season, which stretches from June to September. Countless animals flock to the lake for water. That means you will be able to spot these magnificent creatures easily off a day safari. Number 5. Ruaha National Park. The largest national park in Tanzania, Ruaha is the home to a staggering number of elephants and giraffes. In fact, Ruaha National Park is often called Giraffe Park if you are most interested in these graceful animals, but wouldn't mind spotting the rare lion as well as, then a safari in Ruaha National Park can be a great choice. Many visitors appreciate the Ruaha National Park. It is located right in the center of Tanzania. Doesn't have big crowd. That means you can have a more authentic experience exploring Tanzania. Number 4. Stone Town. It's the island of Zanzibar, whose main city is known as Stone Town. In Stone Town, you will experience a complete different side to Tanzania. Stone Town is a melting pot of Swahili, Arabs, and Persian cultures. Many of town's buildings were constructed during 19th century, when Zanzibar was the major trading center and at the highest of its power. The trade created wealth, which in turn led to the construction of places, mosques, and many fine houses. On your visit, you can check out the 17th century fortress as well as the many architectural gems hidden along the maze and the maze of narrow streets that went through Stone Town. Number 3. Mount Kilimanjaro. As the highest freestanding mountain in the world and the tallest peak in Tanzania, Mount Kilimanjaro is a popular place to visit in Tanzania for adrenaline junkies and world-class climbers. Surrounding the peak is the Mount Kilimanjaro National Park. This includes forests, highlands, plateaus, and few small peaks, as well as there are 7 sectioned routes to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, and the range of business and difficult. Keep in mind that Many visitors only climb part of the way up to mountain. Even a few hours of hiking can result in a spectacular views over the peak below. Number 2. Ngorongoro Conservation Area is another amount of spots to view wildlife. The world's largest intact volcanoes calendar. The area is also known for having a lots of black rhinos, leopards, hyena, and cheetah are also commonly spotted within the conservation area. Once again, it's the best to set off a guided safari through the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. Number 1. Serengeti National Park. On the border with Kenya is the Serengeti National Park. One of the Kenyan side, the park is known as the Masai Mara. This animal, East African Conservation Area, is one of the world's most popular places to go on a safaris. It is also known as for being home to mass animal migration, including over 1 million wild beasts that migrate through the park depending on their rainy season. The park is also home to more than 2,500 lions, making it one of the best spots in the world to see them in person. Guided safaris and overnight stays in lodges and cabins are the ideal way to explore the park. Hopefully, you are feeling inspired after checking out these all amazing places and destinations. Do you agree with this list or think a place should be added? Do you agree with this list or think a place should be added? Let us know in the comments below.